Hello everybody! It's time for some more Slay the Spire mods, this time, as you may be able to tell from the title, which, no, I think the titles are usually correct. Sometimes I do forget about the game though. We're playing Keine! Which means we, yes, travel one more time through Kinsoki. Also, I enabled some more mods here. Just because I would have had two mods active otherwise, character mods anyway. And that just felt a little bit empty. So yeah. Fun fact about the Keine mod. The creator of this mod is also the same person who translated the Twin Gods into Chinese. So I know this person, even if just a tiny bit. So I am looking forward to this. I have no idea how good of a creator they are, and I will not hold back with any potential complaints or praises even. I think. I don't know. I'm bad at judging myself. But I think normally I'm, like, fairly honest with my opinion of something. Anyway, Keine. Regular HP and gold. A school teacher from the human village. Better not mess with her during a full moon. And now I have Life of Maid flashbacks with her portable moon. And our starting relic is the History Eater. At the start of each combat, add a composure to your hand, whatever that is. Well, we'll find out in 3, 2, 1, and... Pinsokyo, let's not forget about that. Okay, cool. Ooh! Okay, they figured out how to get previews to be shown from, like, in the relic menu. That's actually really nice. Composure, a 1-cost card with Retain. Gain 1 energy, I assume, since, I mean, what other icons are they usually in card text? Draw 1 card, time shift 3, we don't know what that is though. If rewound, whatever that is, exhaust this card, trigger its effects. Okay. Well... I guess considering that Keine has the ability to manipulate history, that it's like a replayed the second time kind of effect. But maybe we get some more insight on that ability from these cards here. Well, basic strike, basic block. Nice card art. I think this is the first spot where I've seen like photographs. Like use this card art. Drop it of time, 0 cost. Deal 4 damage if you have no full moon, time shift 1. Full moon. When you gain full moon, enter Hakutaku form. At the start of your turn, lose 1 full moon. Okay, so it's a stance that lasts for 1 turn, and I assume enables some stuff, since it doesn't do anything on its own. Time shift X. Gain X stacks of time shift, okay. Keine starts each combat with 0 time shift, fair enough. Time shift increases by 1 after you play a card. At 12 or more stacks, lose 12 and gain 1 full moon. Okay, so essentially after every 12 cards played, plus, or rather minus however time shift you get from cards, you enter you get full moon, enter Hakutaku form, which does something alright. We're almost there, we almost have figured out the puzzle. Oh, there we go. Yeah, it just enables effects. Reading Scroll. 1 cost, gain 8 block, rewind 1 card. Shuffle cards into your draw pile. Ah, okay, so with Reading Scroll, we could shuffle the Composure into our draw pile. Okay. And then it activates its effect, but exhausts. Fair enough. It's still plus 1 energy, and we regain a card. And lastly, Hakutaku form, gain 10 block instead. In Hakutaku form, we gain 1 strength upon entering it and lose 1 while exiting it. Okay, fair, so you deal 1 more damage while in that form. While in this form, certain cards gain a bonus effect highlighted in green when active. Ooh, nice. When you gain full moon, enter Hakutaku form. If you have no full moon at the end of your turn, exit this form. Fair enough. So I wouldn't call that a stance-based character, but you do have two different forms. Regular and empowered, kind of. Although there might be something like neutral moon or something. We will see in due time. Losing 7 max HP to gain a rare relic is pretty good. We have enough max HP. We could also just gain 7 max HP, but that's a boring option. Nobody likes getting 7 max HP. You can get that even without Meow. However, we aren't getting soaked. Ooh, okay. We have to decide whether we want a rest site or a car pass shop. And otherwise, this seems decent. Or alternatively, you know, this is 3 going on this path here or this path because it's only 2 of rest site and elites. And I don't want to go over here because I want more than just rest sites. I want to fight elites. That seems decent, I think. And then we have the choice up here. I mean, I say we have a choice, but we already have 2 rest sites. I don't think we need a 3rd one. Actually, this is a 5 rest site in the lead path. Dang, on Essential Zero, no less. I mean, we can't decide whether we want an extra elite or an extra rest site. Not extra elite, extra shop or extra rest site, which doesn't actually matter in terms of max HP, but I'll take the rare relic. Thank you very much. Oh! Okay. We can take all the curses we want. We can make a super small deck too, like an infinite deck. If this was the Watcher, good lord, I would be... I'd be going for the infinite immediately. Anyway, dropped out of time. If you have no full... Oh yeah, right, there is such an effect. Time shift 1, okay. You do retain, so I don't need to play Composure. I can just play Double Defend and Strike. Okay, now... Ooh. We're not gaining Hakutaka form anytime soon. Like, definitely not this turn. We need to play another 7 cards, so... let's just use Reading Scroll to get rid of the Composure instead. Gives us another droplet, oh my. Never mind, we are getting Hakutaka form. Yeah, let's get the block, because now we're gaining different portrait, nice. Except the hitbox is a tiny bit too small, which you can see by like my cursor. If I put it above, we don't get the tooltips and stuff, and that's why Minty Spire put the total damage you receive right above your hitbox. So now the poor Kaine's face is obscured by the hitbox. I mean, by the total damage. We could gain some more block, but taking 1 damage should be fine, I think. So let's just hit that thing. Oh right, we still had 1 full moon. We lose it at the end of the turn, don't we? Not when entering. Okay. So we have 2 forms of Hakutaka form. That's actually pretty neat, considering how I mean, it's so difficult to enter it. It's literally just 12 cards played, but the 12th card might be your last card in the turn, so... Okay, nice potion. Wheel of Time, gains of a block, time shift 1, and draw a card. So we're neutral? Does time shift put it on the top of the deck, or... I mean, rewind? Alright, time shift. Rewind is at the bottom here. Rewind shuffle. Okay, rewind shuffles though. So if we have a card that says to rewind and draw 1, we're not guaranteed to redraw our rewound card. It's not like that one card for Sakya in Lost Branch of Legend, where it's, oh yeah, let me put this knife back on top of my deck, and here it is again. Now this is just a really all-around good card, I think. Then we have Time Fly. I'm so disappointed that this isn't a picture of a fly. In Eternal, the card game, the CCG, had a card called Time Flies, and they had a unit type called Clockroach, which is essentially steampunk cockroaches. And yeah, the Time Flies was a Clockroach card. Not... I guess it had its uses, but I at least never played Time Flies. It wasn't good enough. Rewind any number of cards. Oh. Okay, and time shift 7. Upgrades to 0 cost. Oh, so it's essentially... You can prepare for Hakutaku form and put all of your attacks back on top of the draw pile, kind of like that? Oh, on the top of the draw pile, but into your attack. And Borrowed Treasure. Oh, cute art. Deal 7 damage. Draw 1 card for each condition met. If you have Knowledge, you have History, you have Sacred Treasure. Okay. Knowledge. For every 2 knowledge, draw 1 additional card each turn. Default draw limit is 2 per turn. Okay, so it's probably just a buff you gain from certain cards. Fair enough. History. Whenever you draw or rewind a card, deal X damage to the enemy with the least HP. At the end of your turn, lose a 5th of your history rounded up. Fair enough to round it up, otherwise you would stay at 1 forever. But this also seems to be just a regular buff you gain in Sacred Treasure. A special type of relic. Okay. X in the relic description, if it exists, equals to the number of sacred treasures you have. Okay, so we... Does any relic count that has numbers in it? Like with the kunai and the ornate fan and the shuriken, would all of them count? I wonder. Or is it Keine specific relics? Since it says if it exists, so... I guess it's Keine specific relics then. So right now this is just deal 7 damage. It is common card, so we can pick it up fairly easily later on as well. So I guess I'll just take potentially better Shrug It Off. I know, Shrug It Off is one more block, but still. So, speaking of rewinding cards... Okay, we have full block we didn't need. I just wanted the card draw off that composure, but not this defend. Oh well. Play as many cards as possible to get that time shift up. Rewind. We are currently taking 9 plus 2 equals 11 damage. So yeah, let's full block and kill one of these 2 guys next turn. Yeah, Akataka form isn't all that powerful on its own, like it's just 1 extra damage. There might be some cards. Rewind is must, isn't it? I don't want another defend of the deck. Yeah, like on its own, it's just 1 extra strength, so if there are multi-hit attacks, it's still going to be pretty good. Speaking of attacks, where are they? I guess it didn't really pick any up, huh? But yeah, like if you have enough full mood effects, Hakutaku form's still gonna be really good. Anyway, Knowledge of Hakutaku. At the start of your turn, time shift 1. Ooh, okay. Upgrades to time shift 2, making it really easy to gain Hakutaku form. At the end of your turn, if you are in Hakutaku form, gain 1 knowledge. So this is decent for long battles, since we will accumulate more and more card draw. It's rather slow though, since it is for every 2 knowledge. Fleeting Thought, Unplayable Ethereal. When drawn, gain 2 block and a knowledge. Okay. This this makes knowledge better. Does that upgrade to 2 knowledge? Unfortunate. But draw 1 card is really good too. And Leisure. Gain 7 block, add Refresh to your hand. And Hakutaka for one more. Refreshed. Unplayable Ethereal. When this card is exhausted, draw a card. With how Slay the Spire works, I think this means that when it exhausts through Ethereal, we draw the card after our discard step. Meaning that we keep the card for the next turn. I like Leisure. I don't really want another block card, but I think we don't have much of a choice. Unless we want Knowledge of Hakutaku, which is a bit too slow for me, honestly. It's good for keeping yourself in Hakutaka form, but as I said, right now we have 2 cards that care about it, and even then, Rewind Wheel of Time is not terrible. Getting 2 more block is not terrible either, but also not good enough. Up to 1 card. I'll take the Leisure. And that'll be the last card draw, the last block card for the rest of the Act You Heard Me game. Ooh, Scarlet Mansion. A donation of 13 HP for a relic? Or potentially an attack card. I like relics. Oh, hey! In just 7 battles, our donation is paid off. You turn to see the mate holding a bottle of blood. This one? I guess we stole it. My blood! Ooh, okay. If we want to go to the Kappa shop, we might want to take the left path here to gain some more money. I don't like it because it means we have 3 elites and no rest sites whatsoever. At the same time, we gain 2 random upgraded cards, which most of the time it's going to be a strike or a defend, which isn't too great. The remaining cards, though, are decent enough, I think. And I'm not going to buy any relics from the Kappa shop anyway. I'm probably just going to buy the regular, like, gain more gold cards. Sure. Ooh, lucky! We gained upgraded Wheel of Time, so we have 1 more time shift. And a small block on it. I think this is the better upgrade of all the potential things. And defend, I'd rather upgrade defend than a strike, because strike is the first thing that I'll cut. Although maybe not in this deck. We are very defensive right now. Ooh, okay, a battle. That's actually pretty good. I really want to try and get... That was a defend, you dummy. Yeah. I want to try and get some more attacks. And yeah, it worked the way that I wanted it to. Nice. Okay, so... let's draw this Wheel of Time. Strike... Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Does Hakutaka form work? Like this trigger here? Wouldn't we turn into Hakutaku from playing this card? It does not. The card resolves first. Fair enough. Might as well. We have enough energy. I wonder if there are any cards that actively discard our own hand. Since refresh, 10% chance. I'll take it. Ah, speak of the devil, there is. Exhaust up to 2 cards, which could be the 2 refresh you just added to your hand. That's really nice. I like that ordering. So Night Scroll is either draw 2 cards next turn, or draw 2 cards right now for 1, and anything in between. Elegance, gain even more block. I know this artist, but I forgot their name. Haven't seen anything of them in a while though. Anyway, when gain the block, when drawn, reduce this cost by 1 this combat. Oh god, we're playing Sakya blue. I mean no, putting stuff back on top of your deck is also Sakya white, but I think cost reduction is usually in blue, so we're playing Sakya blue, oh no. I wonder if this mod was made before or after Lost Branch of Legend came out. Like, with, like, something in the origami mod that I made, but I can't remember what, like, is also kind of similar to something in Lost Branch of Legend, but I hadn't played it at that point in time, so... like, creative similarities is oftentimes just a coincidence, but sometimes it's like, why am I only think of plagiarism? It's not bad. Like, a reference, I guess? I guess reference fits well enough. Ooh. And finally, an attack card. Deal 12 damage, you write up to 2 cards, time shift 2 for each. Oh, I just wanted to say, with high cost cards, we're not getting to Taco Taco form that often, but with this kind of effect, we actually do. And if we are already in Hakutaka form, this card is free. Huh. I really like Night Stroll, but I need some damage, so... Even if the damage is literally just 2 strikes stapled on top of each other, but it has some potential. You know, like the Silent card, which name I can't remember. You know the one that deals 12 damage, but gives you 2 energy when you've discarded the card. So now we actually do kind of want to be in. It's time for class, stop messing around. Nice, we have character interactions. I always love it when the mods do that. I mean, of course I do, otherwise I wouldn't have implemented it in my own mod, you know? Okay. We cannot defeat all the fairies, so I'll leave the non-debuffing one alive. You are the strongest. Okay. Don't care about rewinding this. I definitely do want the block though. And getting a card is good too. Okay, can we gain Hakutaka form this turn? We can. Alright, Composure gives you 3 time shift. I keep forgetting about that. Hey, Bloomer. Aww. Okay, which now means that Masakata Crisis is free. And 1 more damage. Truly the most important part of that card. Okay, we're already full blocking, so I kind of want to leave Cherno alive, honestly. Because if we kill her this turn, she's gonna repeat this worry attack next turn, and next turn she's gonna have even more strength. Can you please not lie on my keyboard, Bloomer? Thank you. Yeah, all of you have 4 HP, so... I mean, Cherno is gonna get stronger right now from... We don't need this. I hope. And Cherno's gonna get stronger from us defeating the fairies, but she only gains 12. Okay. We're still very much in Hakutaka form, and we might be able to extend this even? No. Maybe. Gain 10 block. Draw 2 more cards next turn. Yeah, this turn is just defense, huh? I mean, that's fine, I think. And we can rewind refresh. Yeah, that does nothing, huh? We can revive this frozen to make it cheaper to play, but I'd rather not draw it at all. To begin with, I'll... A bit more bloom and you've knocked my keyboard off the table. Can you please stop? I'll put this defend plus on top of the deck and play this other defend. Yeah, unfortunately we are now weakened and frail. But it's gonna be fine. Cherno's not attacking us. We cannot use Droplet of Time to kill a fairy unless we use the strikes prior. But then we're not time shifting, which is fine though. Because... Oh no, I want to play Masakata Crisis. Okay. Drop Out of Time you. Deal 9 damage with this. Any number of cards to rewind. I don't need this many attacks. That's a lie, I can attack 3 more times. 1, 2, and to Cherno for a bit in case we need to. Yeah, now it gets a bit dicey. It should be fine though. Rewind this card, sure. If being attacked for 25, no matter what I do, I can't really negate any of the incoming damage, like through killing any fairy. Since if I attack these two here, I'm gonna get hit by the thorn, so it's like just taking the 1 damage. And if I try to attack Greater Fairy, I need 2 attacks, so at that point I might as well just play Defend. Speaking of, only 2 damage this turn. And debuffs. That's the annoying part. We're still in Akutaka form, we gain 1 more. Wow. I do want to hit these 2 fairies, specifically so that Cherno was going to run away next turn. I will take more damage though if I do that. 7 block gives me not even nearly enough to full block. Next turn, Cherno's gonna buff anyway, yeah? So let's block as much as we can, put this back on top of the deck. So we're guaranteeing the end of the battle next turn. Okay. We've done it. So let's just see if we can defeat Cherno in time before she leaves the battle. It's possible, we have no deck. Oh god. And there she goes. Another victory for fairies. And for our troubles, we get even more block because I clearly needed that. 90 damage game. Ooh, there. Oh, that's. Ah, dang. What was his name? I forgot, but if I'm not mistaken, this is like an artist that made a lot of like PV art back in the day for like I think at least like oh god, I need to watch more Toho PVs, like especially the old ones, because they had actually like insanely good animation. Anyway, deal 8 damage, draw a card. Ooh, almost strike. Rewind a card. Oh, Akutaka form, draw 2 cards instead. Okay, I like that so far. Penetrating gaze, apply to one. Oh, if this enemy intends to attack, gain a knowledge. Okay, 2 Woolen for 1 is alright, I guess? It's not terrible. It is damage, so I might take it. And getting a knowledge, if I play this a second time, I'll have 1 more card draw. Borrowed Treasure, deal 7 damage, draw 1 card for each of the conditions met. Oh, it's you again. Right. If I take Penetrating Gaze, I can at some point finally pick up Borrowed Treasure and it's actually useful. Unless it's the first card drawn to combat. Who's our first enemy? Yukai Boundaries? I'm taking Rewind Strike. Yukari's just gonna turn the wall into protection or whatever. Okay, ooh. We can get in another event, sure. Don't mind if I do. Although I could also take on another elite. We have another 2 elites coming up. Usually a random event is worth a relic, often enough. Or it can be another kind of powerful effect. So I'll take the event. I almost get 1 entire free card from just the white fruit juice. Hell yeah. Defend. We have too many defense in the deck. And a strike, please. Normally you never want to get rid of your defense first, since it's so much easier to get strikes or like damage. But this time, we had so many defense already. There's a gaping hole in your memories. Keine, did you just eat your own history? There we go. Yeah, Bloomer just managed to, well, do the usual thing with the microphone. Anyway, and somehow when I tried to get the microphone fixed again, my camera stopped working. Cursed stream, I see. We did just cut a couple of cards, which is kind of like... Hey, Evie! You didn't miss anything outside of my cat disconnecting my microphone, so really nothing missed. We did just cut 3 cards from the deck, so I don't think upgrading is too important. At the same time, that's 2 rest sites though, compared to 1 elite. At the same time, we might get some more money from this. Yeah, I'll take the rest sites. And we can cut more cards. Ooh, nice. Do we want to cut more cards? Not now, not now. Let's focus on upgrading this. Mostly just damage here, I think. Rewind up to 1 card. Time shift 2. Oh, okay, I'm upgrading dropped over time. Hell yeah! Shuriken! Of course I'll take that one. Which means that I might choke another defend. I think I'm getting too greedy, I shouldn't. I kind of want some more zero cost cards though. Upgrade the Pommel Strike, upgrade the Pommel Strike. Next time I'll cut a card though. Oh, 4 fairies. Okay, there is Toanon. If it was the comic linked, I haven't actually had time to read that yet. I'll manage to do that this week sometime? Possibly. It's I saved the link for that though. More fairies, so more money to spend in a second. Also, 5 of them we don't have any AoE. That one sucks. But this should be fine. So, what we can do here, we have Time Shift here as a mechanic, which whenever we play a card or have a card with Time Shift, we gain 1 or that much Time Shift. And at 12 we gain a different form, which allows us to use the Hakutaku form effects on cards, and gain 1 extra damage. It looks like Toho, but it's in Dark Souls like word. Okay, how do I want to deal with this though? I don't want to deal with the last fairy here, since that one is affected twice by me defeating the enemies here. Master Card Crisis is kind of pointless, unfortunately. Let's attack you. Rewind a card. Let's rewind Composure because that gives us 3 time shift. And an energy and another card if we rewind it. Which means we can deal with more of these fairies, which... I mean, now I cannot deal with you anymore. I don't have any strong enough attacks, so... attack you? Aiki turns Komachi into her scythe? What? Okay, you've just piqued my interest right there. We're being attacked for 5, so 1 block card is enough. At that point, let's play you to gain the refresh, so we draw 1 more card next turn. And do I want to rewind something? I'll just attack this fairy here. So we gain 1 strength and start dealing some damage. Okay, dropped it of time, sweet. Now dealing 7 damage. Okay, if we get 5 more time shift, we can play a Masakado Crisis for technically free, but we still need to have 2 energy to play it. So I don't think we can actually do that this turn. However, we can defeat this fairy here. Defeat another fairy of my choice. No matter which block card I play, I'm gonna full block. Huh? Oh, right. Or I could just defeat this fairy, I guess. Get into the extra... strength from the shuriken. Okay, this fairy here buffed herself, so I'm gonna kill you whenever I can. Actually, with how much strength I have, there's no way that I'm not just defeating the fairies in 1 hit. God, with how small our deck is and with how much card draw we have. There we go. We're actually redrawing our deck fairly consistently, don't... Oh, finally some AoE, I needed that. Deal 10 damage to all enemies for 1. That's insanely good, actually. If Rewound, increase the card's damage by 4 this combat. Oh, okay. Enemy loses 2 strength permanently. Oh. Hakudaku form, gain history equal to the negative strength and exhaust. Okay. So on regular enemies and without the Philosopher's Stone, this is equal to 1 extra card. No, it's history, not what was the thing I was thinking of? Knowledge, right. History... It's only 2 history. I think history is a lot more powerful at higher numbers since it deals the amount of damage as much history you have. But if you rewind a card, we have enough rewind that history is not bad. And aside from history in general, like 2 strength loss permanent with upside is really powerful. But I'll take the boring Flower of Vita because I really want an AoE. And let's skip this rest side here and go to the Kappa shop. It looks looks more like a crow with a humanoid shape. Oh. Now I wonder if it's more like a proper Tengu or... Okay, what do we have here? We have the Orange Palace. I love this one, although we might not need it. Clockwork Symphony, also love that one, but I really just wanted to check what I'm missing up on because I'm never buying any of these, but I could instead buy new cards. We can gain gold, a random rare relic, or a random relic, especially even both. It's... You can buy the training manual and play that during the boss battle that's coming up, and then gain an upgraded rare card. You could also just buy all 3 of these. I don't think quite. That's gonna be 117 plus Yano. Can I buy these 2, Shovel and Blemish Steel? For 130 exactly. Yeah. I kind of want to buy the training manual, but it's not that important. It's funny to get an upgraded rare card for the boss. But at the same time, we have Burning Elite coming up, and I probably should be buying all the cards I can. I will, but I shouldn't. She looks the most tame of the whole series. Oh. Okay, rewind. Composure, or do we want to... Let's draw a card first, I guess. Alright, you exhaust the first card you play each turn. Oh well. Oh no, don't exhaust my blemish steel. Actually, this is a rather awkward turn, huh? Uh-oh. Block cards? I might have to Composure. Yeah, that's not helping. Okay, I mean, we can play this here for free and rewind the burn so we don't take any damage from it. Otherwise, we have 18 damage from the indeed 25. So probably just Liquid Memories the Reading Scroll, or do we have enough damage otherwise? What did I say? 18. We'd need 7 more. We have a strength, so I can just rewind Liquid Memory a droplet of time, or even a strike and get rid of this guy. I don't have the energy for... Oh no, I regain my energy. Sure. In that case, let me get rid of you. I'm gonna get rid of the shovel as soon as I can, really. Or any of these cards. Drink for... I could just get rid of, get the Flower of Beetle back, actually, huh? How about like Wings the long nose? Long nose usually sounds like tank, like actual proper mythological Japanese Tengu. Crosscloth in a check pattern have the same as normal and has bird legs feet too. I don't think Tengu have bird legs, but I'm not sure on that. Like mythological ones. I sure that what looks like a tie. I mean, tie is part of a normal outfit, regardless, I think. Gain a wisdom if you have less than 2. Rewind 1 card to the top of the draw pile, draw 2 cards. Ooh, so Explain Again is actually really good for that 1 card that said become 1 cheaper every time we draw it. So we are playing Sakia Blue. Or we can learn from Pain. That looked like Yomo for a second. I guess because of the sword and the short hair. But she has horns though. It might be a Keine Yomo fusion for all I know. Deal 6 damage, rewind a card. If it's a status or curse, exhaust it and gain a knowledge. Oh, hell yeah. I like that. Free, so we can play more cards for the Hakutaku form. And some status and curse. Wait a second. Refreshed as the status! Hell yeah! You can draw off of the refreshed then by playing Learn from Pain. I like that. I did a lot of card draw though. I thought we already have 1 card draw card, 2 card draw cards, 3 card draw. We have a lot of card draw in this class. She looks like a half with a long nose. Fair. That's also fair. Okay, you have 2 strength. That's a bit unfortunate, but it should be fine. Well, I'm not doing anything turn 1. Okay, 11 damage. That should be fine. Can... You're a skill. We can... Although it's still rewinding, so we... Composure is still putting off its effect. About that rate? Oh, no. Draw off the Composure. Let's just play you. Doesn't matter what I put back, I guess? No, Leisure is actually good to put back at the top of the deck because Refreshed is making us to draw 1 more the turn after we cannot deal any damage. Ow. I'm still gonna play it, it's free, but... Shovel, Leisure, rewind a card? No. Play as many cards as we can to keep our time shift up. The only way you can describe her is impalement. Ouch. We already have vampires, Yukari. We don't need another blood. Don't want to rewind anything with that. Oop. This refreshed, yes. I cannot break you this turn, so I want to get as much block as possible. And we can with Wheel of Time. In fact, we're taking only 1 damage. Wow. That went a lot better than expected this turn. Can rewind Flower of Edo, but I'd rather not lose 1 strength in a dex. I mean, I'd rather not just have 2 strength and no dex. I'm not rewinding this days, thank you. I guess I could've. It is the off turn again. We're probably gaining into Akataka form next turn. So let's just put the best card for that back on top of the deck. Dropped it off time. Never mind, it didn't matter. Doom-a-doll! Oh. Curses, you say? We don't have any yet. This is not Ascension 10, unfortunately. Clearly, Ascension 10 is, makes the game easier, not harder. Ooh, rare card. Land of the Rising Sun, also known as Japan, can only be played in Hakataka form. Lose all full moon, gain 2 sunrise. All enemies lose 20% of their max HP, minimum of 20 HP. Oh. But they lose max HP. Does that mean they also lose that much health? If they don't, then this card does nothing if you've already hit the enemy. But I assume they also lose their health, though. But losing max HP... there must be other cards that care about the enemy's max HP, then. Anyway, Sunrise. You cannot gain full moon for X turns. Huh. There. Losing a 5th of the enemy's HP is quite a lot, though. I mean, here it says HP, not max HP, so... 30! Holy shit, almost a third. Fleeting Thought... I guess we have enough rewind for Fleeting Thought to put back in the deck to gain more block, more knowledge, and not be hit by the Ethereal. How many upgrades? It's a free card. Unofficial History. Gain 2 History. Wait, History was the rewind thing, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's knowledge here, it's history. God, why do I keep confusing those two? Gain 1 week. What? I can form apply 1 week to all enemies. I guess the history is pretty decent. Dealing as much damage as we have history to all enemies per rewind. Which is, like, with just 2, is an easy, like, 2 to 4 damage a turn for us, for our deck. I kind of just want to try out that of the Rising Sun, but we are in Hakataka form a lot, so I think this has anti-synergy with our current deck. So I'd rather get Fleeting Thought and upgrade it, because I want to get that knowledge for even more card draw. Sadly, no token this time. What are the other things? 9 damage is pretty good. Yeah, just damage generally, huh? Or, like, block. So just straight up number up. Where it's here, it's additional card draw, so... Sonic Supply to have absorbed... Oh. Your little tricks have no effect on... I'll be the judge of that, Yukari. Although, being able to manipulate the boundaries between anything, you probably have some way of manipulating Kaine's history. Or just prevent Kaine from using her ability to begin with. That makes also apply to have absorbed Silverco and Kaneko out of their free will. Oh. Same with the eyes. 3 snake and 3 frog. How many eyes do you have, Sunny? Who do I think is realistically the strongest Toho character? It depends on who feels the most broken today. No, like with Toho characters, it's... How to put these two back on top? Actually, I could just put... I could play another card if I do this. Sure. Like with Toho abilities, like Yukari can just technically deny everybody's abilities from working. Sanai has the power of miracles. She could also just prevent like her victory through a miracle. Yugi, I think, has the ability of supernatural phenomena, so she could probably just suppress magic so everybody's power from working. So the Gensoku power lottery is kind of ridiculously broken. On her clothes, I see. So in Gensoku, really, the strongest character is whoever gets to trigger their ability first. Rebellion has the ability of manipulating fate. She can just say, yeah, fate dictates me to win. That said, Remila's ability is self-proclaimed the last time I checked, so maybe she's lying. Wouldn't be uncommon for her. Ow. -1 dex. I'm sad now. That said, do I want to put Flower of Edo back on top of the deck to make it deal more damage? Sure. I have enough attacks this turn, and I still need to actually block. Oops. Let's rewind the Wheel of Time. Yukari controlling the border of life and death. Yeah. Like, Yukari essentially has any ability she wants with her power, but... And Flado can literally destroy anybody, yeah. And, what's her name again? Yoshika can literally just eat anything, or anybody. Same with Yuma, so... there are a lot of abilities that just say, yeah, no, I win if I get to use it. But that's kind of the fun... Rewind to say. The fun Toho way where it's like, yeah, all the characters are incredibly powerful, but at the same time, nobody really cares. In a way. Since if everybody's overpowered, nobody is. If everybody's super, nobody is. Oh god. Syndrome, is that you? Anyway, let's Flower of Veto her. And goodbye, fleeting thoughts. You did well. Okay, Droplet. I have to be careful not to play too many attacks because she is going to become really powerful if I play more than 3 cards. So let's not. Let's put Droplet of Time back on top of the... Oops, wrong card. Back on top of the deck, I guess. And Tarnished Gold or an attack? An attack. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's not 6 though. Maybe I can draw first. Maybe gain a free card. No. Actually, she barely became more powerful, but I did lose the dex. Whoops. Card to rewind. This strike. We're taking a bit of damage, but it's still fine. I can always just drink the regen potion or the fruit juice. Like, that's just an instant 12 HP as well. But I want to keep it in case I gain the Toy Ornithopter. Okay. Biggest attack is probably Flower of Veto, so let's play that one. For now, Yukari is not weak anymore, or 1. Especially 1. And we lost 1 strength, wow. On this flip, we are useless. I don't care about... Do I care about the refresh? Not enough. I care more about neutralizing my strength loss, I guess. Next turn comes the train, if I'm not mistaken. So I want to end on a 4 if I can help it. Which means... gain gold. And it doesn't really matter what we play here, so I guess a leisure to get more card draw next turn. Okay. Learn from pain to get rid of the wound. And make Yukari pretty pathetic. Masakata Crisis is free, but I have to be careful not to trigger her thing again. Choose a card to rewind. I want both block cards, so let's put the strike back on top. I want to play Flower of Veto this turn. Defend, defend, Flower of... oh. Well, we're not playing the zero cost. I don't want to take, like, what was it, 36? Wheel of Time, since we don't need any draw this turn. But next turn is fine. Alright, Yukari, this has gone on for long enough. Just admit defeat. I think I still want to flip before I play my strongest cards. It's -2 strength. I definitely want to game block first, though. Or do I? I think 1 dex is not as good as anti-frail. Sure. Nah, we're taking 2 damage. Eh, it's fine. Flower of Veto kills him without the Wool Nectar. That went actually surprisingly well. And I'm now drinking my white fruit juice. Alright, we have Land of the Rising Sun again. I'm really terrified of just 20%. Goodness. Headbutt! Nice. Deal 35 damage, Hakataka form, apply a stun. Oh god, the stun. At least it's on a 3-cost card, but it's also a really powerful card, so... like an expensive card, but at the same time, 3-cost, 35 damage is the same thing as... well, it'd be slightly stronger, I think, than the Ironclad 3-cost card. But it does exhaust, so... And GHQ Crisis. Deal 3 damage twice. Oh. Multiple hits, you say? Rewind up to 1 card. Okay, good, good. For each card rewound this turn, draw 1 card. Oh. So we rewind a couple of cards beforehand. We draw a ton with this. Upgrades more damage and more card draw. And more energy in Hakataku form. Considering how much, like, we're in Hakataku form pretty much every other turn, if not even more than that. Like 2 out of 3 turns, kind of. So I think... I mean, this wants to be played in Hakataku form, but the Sunrise really pisses me off. If the upgrade was gain 1 Sunrise, this would be a lot more... usable. I mean, I guess you can play it as the last card in your Hakataku turn. And then the next turn, you just hope that you don't get enough time shift to gain into full moon. But I think I'll take GHQ Crisis. I like the rewind up to cards, and even if we rewind, we have guaranteed card draw of it. Oh. Sacred Treasure. Oh, okay. What are the Sacred Treasures? At the start of your turn, gain energy if you are in Hakataku form. At the end of combat, heal X plus 2 HP. Where X... equal to the number of sacred treasures we have. So right now it would be 3 HP. Which, hey, we're 1 HP off of having the Ironclad starting relic. If we take it. And if we're in Hakutaka form, we get an extra energy. We are in Hakutaka form a lot. Our turn 1's gonna be a bit pathetic, unfortunately. But I'll take it. It's new. It's made for this character. And let's continue to Kinsukior. So Rinosuke into Unknown is being turned to Genji 2.0. Not 2.0 sounds like an upgrade. Into Genji version 2. I mean, if he still has his head, then but still. I think I'm gonna take the left path and then. Probably to the left here for one more event. And we are even on path for another Kappa shop. Nice. Yeah, let's do this. Is this just a full block turn? Probably, like, this guy has 9 defense. I could have striked twice, but I really want to get rid of this blemished steel. I'm gonna work on getting my reward from that. Speaking of reward from cards, start each combat with 1 knowledge and wisdom. Oh. I mean the... Wasn't knowledge the thing that deals damage? Or no, wisdom? Or no, that was history. God dang it, Keine! Your keywords are confusing. Knowledge, wisdom, and history. Okay. History was the one that deals damage. Knowledge, no, wisdom is the thing that increases the card draw limit from knowledge. Right. Okay, but that's actually pretty good. So if you gain more knowledge, then we can gain even more card draw off of it. Speaking of, is it my hand? No? Their fleeting thought is gonna give us some knowledge once we draw it, and even just storing it once is gonna make us draw 1 additional card. Nice. We're being attacked for 6, so let's rewind Composure. Rewind Masakura Crisis, I suppose? We're probably redrawing it through the GHQ, but... don't care about the Silesia too much. Drop of time, perfect. And next turn we gotta gain 1 energy. Okay. And now, if we can ever extend our Hakutaku form by getting another 12 time shift, we're essentially never gonna drop beneath our 4th energy, if we can pull it off. Which means we need a lot of card draw. Oops. Do I want to put you on top as well? I have too much energy. Might as well use the energy if I have it right. Oh, we have to rewind 1. Whoops. In that case, my bad. Never taken a tiny bit of damage, but that's fine. We managed to extend our Hakutaku turn. Excellent. And let's just kill this monolith. Okay, I think our deck's really coming together. If we can be in Hakutaku form for every turn except for the first one, then that's insane. And kind of the game plan right now. Place one card from your draw pile on the top of the deck. Huh. So... 3 signs, I guess? It's just like a fetch card then. Oh. We kind of don't have any cards we're particularly interested in. Like, all of them are just card draw on top of damage and block, for the most part. Just different flavors, and some are stronger than others. But nothing, like, critically powerful. Knowledgeable, new keyword. If this card's damage and blocks... Oh, this card's damage blocks, 3rd times the charm. This card's damage and block scales with X times with knowledge. X is 1 if not specified. So this deals X more damage and X more block. With X being wisdom. Knowledge. It's called knowledgeable. Okay, Hakutaku form, gain 1/2 of the target's block first. Oh. So this is, I guess, normally, it's technically weaker Melter, with the potential of an upside. 2 potential upsides even. That's kind of interesting. Like, normally most cards only have one like potential vector of you know, becoming strong, but this here is knowledgeable and Hakutaku form. Nothing wrong with that, just something to notice. And last we have Ancient Protection, the first power we could put into our deck. Whenever the card is rewound, gain 4 more block. How about we don't put any more block cards into our deck? Yeah, let's get Ancient Protection. Sounds pretty good to me. Okay, here we can Embrace. Your cards are obscured for 1 combat. After that, we gain a relic that doesn't really do a whole lot for us. We have such a small deck. Or we can be consumed, remove 2 cards from our deck, and instead gain Writhe, which we can just toke out of our deck. Thing is, I like relics though. We're gonna get a bigger deck eventually. Oh, Shot of Miyare. I think we see Carlos outside the car. I'd like to say things along the lines of, those are some fun. Oi. I mean, you're technically not wrong. Okay, I doesn't seem that I have any mods active that I ever played with Gensokyo and stored any cards in, so we can just gain base ass regular, like, proper game cards, which, I don't care about Carnage, I don't care about Dash. I really don't like Dash, I'm sorry. I like cards that either do one thing or the other, and Dash does both things, but poorly. Reinforced Body, we have better block cards, I'm sorry, Akyu, but let's not. However, I will give you some of my knowledge, Chronicler of Knowledge. We can put Plebby Steel in here! Oh. I think we don't even need to have the Keine mod active for that to work. Like, for it to be offered again next time. Okay, that's dumb. However, what are we passing up this time? Chemex. We don't have any X cards just now. We could have had one, but I decided not to. Otherwise, we can duplicate a card, which we don't really need that much. Prismatic Shard drowns out all the Keine cards, which I don't want to do. Hand Roll is decent, gives us some vulnerable. There are a fair amount of enemies in Gensokyo that game block. However, first, Tarnished Gold, you... Don't care about Rusty Chest, 3 is a lot. Don't care about healing, because we have enough in that regard, I think. Don't care about any of these cards here. So, yeah, let's get the hand drill and training manual? Upgraded card reward, we're nowhere near the boss. At that point I don't really care about training manual, honestly, but it is cheap enough. At the same time, our deck is... it's only 3 cards, honestly. Screw it, let's see more cards. The German video? Yeah, better without the context. Oh, right, there's the first card we... yeah, the first battle. Since we took the youth. Oh. Okay. I could try to figure out what each of these cards here is, but eh. Let's just play all the attacks that we have. Oh, that was the rewind thing, but was it? No, that one wasn't. What? Oh, it had a gold glow, not a gold border. Got confused by my own card. Ooh, if we can put that back. Okay, I do want to... Okay, this one here is the card that gives us energy back. Where are all of our rewind cards? Oi! Oh, perfect. Yeah, all the rewind cards in the last 9 cards of the deck. Unfortunate. But again, now we can make use of it with game. Did I miss all the rewind cards? Really? Damn. I mean, that can happen. There we go, finally. Another card to rewind. This might be a strike. This here draws us some... unit gold, you have a gold border, gold glow. You are the card that gives us extra draw now. Let's rewind beat. Oh, I can only do one. You're free. I don't have to rewind. That was just a strike. I'm currently taking 8 damage if I don't play it block, so... I say oil a lot of my tummy in disguise. No, losses. There we go. Darn, my secret disguise has been found out! I need to learn which buttons do what again. Which just means that I need to use my buttons more often. But I don't know, when did I even start using oil? I have no clue. It's just a fun word to say. Oh. If rewound, gain 3 block. Neat. The rewound out. The thing is, it doesn't draw anything off of the being rewound, so it's just do a little bit of something if you rewind. But rewinding is already pretty good because you can just say, okay, I don't have enough energy to play all of my cards this turn, so I'm just putting this Flower of Edo back on top of the deck, for example. So still a good card, the Solitude here, but I mean, I guess it is a common card. Unplayable. When drawn, gain 1 history at the start of next turn. History was that one. If rewound, gain 1 more. Not bad. It's part of the like the rewind gimmick. Stacked workload. Gain 10 block, gain a knowledge and a wisdom. Add a fatigue into your discard pile, which gains you 1 draw reduction. Oh dear. Hakutaka form, add a refreshed instead. Oh. That is an insanely powerful difference in Hakutaka form there. I don't really think I need the block right now, but I want the knowledge and the wisdom though. I mean, I guess I don't need the wisdom per se, but I want the knowledge. I guess I don't have to play it if I don't need it. Does Keine have a Suka card? I haven't seen one yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if she does have one. Oh, right. Why do I have a 4th energy? Oh, right, because Cherry Blossoms. Keep forgetting that that also gives you energy. Okay. I want to not take 35 damage, so let's see what we can do here. Play stacked workload for starters. Rewind 1 card. GHQ Crisis should draw some cards. I don't think this Tarnish Gold this turn. Turn 1 is insanely rude for Tenchi, so if I can prevent that, like I would do anything but use this card's turn 1. That said, but nice. We're taking no damage whatsoever, so we keep our buffer. And we can even deal us 8 more damage. You're free, so you go first. Rewind this. Yeah, that's all. Rewind the training manual. We'll play that in a non-elite battle. Never mind. Well, that explains it. All we need is 10 more blocks, so let's play this leisure here. And then play Flower of Edo and the Shovel? Or do I want to make use of that wand she has right now? We're dealing a lot of damage right now, actually. And we're not gaining an energy next turn because we're missing 1 time shift. Unfortunate. I could be playing this colorless potion for that, but I don't think that's worthwhile. Tenchi's at 61 HP. Don't best her yet, huh? And we can gain another refresh instead of fatigue. Oh god. Stack workload is working a lot better than I thought. I don't beat her yet. Okay. We don't really have any good cards. Right, now we only really have Strike. Huh. I guess let's gain some more knowledge and wisdom. The current extra draw limit from knowledge is 5 now, because we have 3 wisdom. Oh god. Draw 2 additional cards each turn as well. I guess you want to defeat Tenchi. I guess we definitely want to defeat Tenchi, although we're only taking 25 damage maximum. Rewind, the strike, and this defend. Work on that one, and I'm gonna have to now. Can't delay it any longer. Sister of Luck? Oh. Okay, we gain another Rewind Strike. More Rewind, more card draw. Not bad. Apply Wulm if the enemy intends to attack it in Knowledge. Which, finally we have another card that gives us that. Or Crimson of Night, Ethereal, 20 damage, 5 Wall, and 2 Wisdom exhaust. I think I'll take Crimson of Night if I cannot play that one. We have enough Rewind to not be affected too much by it. Although we have another outlet of... Like, we have another Wisdom, but we need more knowledge. But 5 Wall! 5 Wall is 5 Wall. Yeah, no, 5 Wall is too much, I need to. 12 block, game or knowledge, I have 2, less than 2. Knowledgeable. Rewind another card. Zero costs are good in our deck with how much card draw we have. But at the same time, I don't think we did another learn from Pain. Even though it can give us knowledge, but we don't have that many status cards, honestly. Applying weak to an enemy, it's only 1 weak, but upgrades to 2. Sure, let's get a skull so we have some more defenses. And I think I'll upgrade it immediately. Yeah, that's the only card that I care about, and then I'll start working on getting rid of some strikes. Well. There we go, that's a better attack card. Because this guy is annoying in that we can only deal 14 damage to it each turn, unless our last attack deals more than like the cap. Much better. Oh, wait. What did I just say? Any number of cards. We don't have our power on yet, so I just want to game Bullock regularly. And I might as well do this here. Oh. Stay on top of the deck, please. Ah. Oh, dang, forgot about the... Actually, no, this is better because of the 14 damage maximum. I want to play... Oh, we can kill with Crimson Knight, never mind. You're being played last. You could hear Bloomer. Oh, a better Scold. Dang, should have not taken the Scold last time, huh? Rewinding Strike, I think 1 is enough. Really, I don't think I want too many more cards. Usually, I like getting the one or other duplicate, especially if it's related to card draw, but we have so much card draw already that I don't think I want any duplicates in particular. Matryoshka, it's 1 free relic, but at the same time, we might lose out on a good relic from the next chest, so I'll take the Sapphire Key. I'll deal with the Tanuki Dog first. Might be a mistake, but oh dear. Let's get a draw fatigue. I do somewhat need this defense here. Not that badly, actually. Huh. Oh well. Ah, neat. I'm not complaining about that. Want to hear a good quote? Sure, go ahead. Ooh, Crimson Knight, not that great right now, since we are not in Hakutaku. Because we only have 3 mana instead of 4. Speaking of, oh dear. Rewind a card, sure. Rewind this Composure, which gets us close to Hakutaku form. I'm gonna give both of them weak, so I'm holding off of playing the Scold until the very end. That's sad, I don't have any more blocks, huh? This is another card to rewind. Skull's not quite enough to kill the Tanuki dog. Flower of Edo will kill it? Question is... I'm only taking 7 damage. Sure. Never! After being asked to when to order a retreat. And then they died. That's how it usually goes, isn't it? I don't think I need any more defense. I think this guy just dies this turn. Hey, more free damage! Hell yeah. Smoke bomb? Eh. I love the wide smoke bomb because it lets you get out of a battle scot-free but still get all the rewards from it. Whenever you play a card containing history, gain a history. Okay, how many do we have? None? Ow. Fair enough. That's a fun card though. Unless history... I mean, it doesn't say in the title. It could also be in the card text. So essentially gain more history. Long read. Knowledgeable. Gain 5 block, gain a wisdom. I need knowledge, not wisdom! Oh, wisdom exceeding 3 becomes knowledge instead, huh? Right, it did say that. You know, but we might just be gaining wisdom of, knowledge of wisdom. At this rate. I could take a bomb, gain 5 block next turn, huh? Not bad. That said, hey, some history. Block and history are not lowered for 1 turn. What? Oh, right. So you gain blur and history doesn't lower. Like, this sounds like a good card if you already produced a lot of history. Thing is, we kind of don't. Nice combo, though. Honestly, I think I'm just skipping all of these. They're all decent, but nothing too important for our deck. History of Fantasy could be good if I already had history cards, but I don't. And I don't think I'm gonna add many of them anyway, because I just want to go into Hakutaka form. For that I want cheap cards and card draw cards, not this. Anyway, I don't think I want to upgrade any of these, right? This is a decent upgrade, GHQ Crisis, but not important enough. And for the rest, I don't really care about any of these, so token time. Make it more likely for us to draw the good cards. Who told you to die? Keep fighting! I don't get it. How does a tank that big just disappear? What sorcery can do? Holy Throne! Heavy weapons! Right flank, fire now! I guess that kind of sorcery can make a tank disappear. Yeah, I have 2 cards I wanna revive. So, do I have anything? Learn from pain. Yeah, that works. And then I will draw into a defend. Into a leisure if I draw another card from GHQ Crisis. I can draw even more. Bit of time. Just draws cards. Now let's rewind you. There was only one, right? Yeah. Which means we're striking again. Wheel of Time to rewind strike gives me 1 more strength, so sure. Whoops. It doesn't, because I cannot read the card. Oh well. Wheel of Time was what I wanted to play. Whatever. And now I don't want to play it anymore, huh? Leisure for the extra free card draw. Now we're playing Flower of Edo for free from the taller deck. That also works. You're free, you're being rewound. Ooh, I don't want to have Embers of Love being caught by Koichi, so I need to draw a card no matter what I do. And sure. Next turn we're wasting 1 energy from Reflex Radar, but that's fine. Crimson Knight. Into Gold, we don't have any multi-target. That's fine. And I don't have any energy left anyway, but I'm losing my fleeting thought now. Unfortunate, we are not gaining any more wisdom. I mean knowledge. One or the other, really. What do I want to rewind? Not in Hakutaku form. I can get into Hakutaku form though. I think Koichi just dies this turn, so let's just get rid of this Wheel of Time here. You're free. And you're dead. And for our drops we get a Dreamcatcher. Dreamcatcher's kind of the relic that I care least about. It's... Even when you need to rest a lot, I don't care about 1 extra free card reward that much. Also, lots of new cards, I think. At the start of... Oh no, we've already seen that one. Tenacity of Hakutaku. At the start of your turn, time shift 1. At the end of your turn, if you are in Hakutaku form, gain a dex. Oh. Did I say that last time? I don't remember. Oh no, it was Knowledge of Hakutaku. There's different ones that give you time shift each turn, with a different reward if you're in Hakutaku. Interesting. Huh. I almost care more about knowledge, since there are knowledgeable cards. I don't think I have any of them, but they exist. And I like card draw. And we've not taken any damage anywhere, but extra dex is pretty good too. I wonder if there's also one for strength now. That said, there's knowledgeable, deal 12 damage. If this kills a boss, this card gains its reincarnation. Trigger reincarnation effects. Okay. Oh. Okay. So depending on what boss you kill with Returning Bridge specifically, we gain this card also gain 20 block for the Guardian. Deal 4 damage to random enemies 6 times for the Hexagons. The Slime Boss adds copy of this card into your draw pile. Oh, nice! It becomes recurring, like infinitely playable in each combat. Nice. The Collector apply 3 weak and wound to all enemies. Not Frail though, because Frail doesn't work with the enemies. Like no, for one of my cards in the in the Twin Golems mod, it gives Frail to all characters, and that's how I found out. Oh, Frail just isn't coded in for the for enemies. Huh. Well, that sucks. Oh well, I don't care. Champ, remove all your debuffs and gain 2 strength. Bronze Automaton, gain 1 artifact and deal 20 damage to all enemies. Awakened 1, gain 1 curiosity. Whenever you play a strength, whenever you play a power, gain a strength and 2 ritual. Okay. To be fair, you can only gain this in Act 3, so you can only use this against the heart, really. And Spear and Shield, yeah. Donu, raise your max HP by 5 and gain 3 strength. Nice. Deca, gain 9 plated armor. Nice. Time shift 24. Whenever you play 12 cards, gain a strength. Corrupted Heart, there must always be a Corrupt Heart. You become the Corrupt Heart. Bad ending. And any other boss. So they proved it for other mods at least, like the Gensoke mod. Gain 2 knowledge and 3 history, can stack up to 5 times. Huh. Nice. Yeah, this sounds really fun. We have a small enough and a card, like a cycle reliant deck, that returning rich should be fairly easy to pull off. And 2 knowledge and 3 history? I mean, I keep complaining about not having enough history. Or knowledge. So yeah, let's try and let's take that one. And we can lose our Doodle to remove 3 cards. Well, right now it does nothing, so hell yeah. Even smaller deck! We only have 1 defend left! Oh. Goodness. This is silly. Okay. We have fairly free turn right now. Unfortunately, we don't have any damage. Well, I guess we have some damage. 1 refresh to your hand. I can still play that one. I don't want to play you unless I'm in Hakutaku, so be gone. Up. Yeah. Let's get a refresh so we get 4 card draw for next turn. Goodness, we have so many powers. Ooh. Oh, right, knowledgeable 2. I was just wondering why 17 damage, but we only have 1 strength, but right, we have enough knowledge. We don't have any 0 costs, unfortunately. Outside of Scold, but I want to play that one once we're in Hakutaku. Time shift 2 though, and enough block. Okay. I'm probably not playing Crimson Knight this turn, although... Right, I can do both. Now we can play this for even more knowledge. And you do nothing in this battle outside of damage, so let's gain, play that. Gain some damage, please, no. Deal some damage. And just wreck the enemies. We're not being attacked. Outside of like our debuff damage. But we do have enough block. And no more enemies. Okay. Knowledge. 0 cost, deal for damage, knowledgeable. If you have none, or at least none, or at least 10 knowledge. Deal the damage again, okay. Huh. I will never have 10 knowledge, but I maybe have none often enough. Let's take knowledge cap because it's free. And then, actually, what is this upgrade? Just at least 8, that makes it somewhat more playable. Knowledgeable 3, oh. Okay, that makes it easier to kill the enemy. I say not really having all that much knowledge, but wait, am I confusing knowledge with history again? I think I do. Knowledge was the card draw. No, we have a ton of knowledge, never mind. Not 10 though. Let's upgrade Returning Bridge because we're right in front of the boss. And it's the boss that might break our character portrait. Oop. Okay. We can Crimson Knight into GHQ Crisis. Probably not worthwhile because, yeah. But we're 1 off of getting 1 extra energy. So you know what? Let's finally drink a potion for once. Ooh, gain an energy too. Or I could just get knowledge with Gare. Daybreak, game 1 Sunrise. Time shift X. X equals to the number of cards in your hand. Interesting. I probably don't want Daybreak because I specifically got these cards so I can't get into Full Moon. I think I'll take Knowledgeable Gap, or do I want a Tutor? Like a Tutor for Knowledgeable Gap, or Learn from Pain. I think I want another Knowledge Gap. Even if that means that, like, the Tutor I could have used to play Stacked Workload, now that we're in Hakataku form. For 1 Knowledge and a Wisdom, but eh. Okay, haha, you're not a Hakataku, you're just a regular Keine. With a sword for a face. Please don't hurt me. I'm just gonna ignore Keine. I usually ignore the add-on from Aki. Alright. Rewind this card. Oops. I can't get rid of Fleeting Thought. That's unfortunate. Eh. I could Gambler's Brew to not have it exile through Ethereal, but it's not that critical. We already have 2 knowledge. Leisure isn't a full block. At the same time, I'm always gonna do like 1, 2, 3, so it doesn't really matter. I don't want to play... Oh god, I have to be careful not to play too many attacks though, otherwise Kane is gonna punch me for 1 billion. I guess I'll still get this Leisure here. 1 more attack in. Yeah, we don't have time, go back on top I guess. Being 2 difference should be good enough. Yeah, just a minor attack, that's fine. Scold everybody for less damage taken. 39 damage currently, okay. Rewind you. I don't think I'll play Flower of Eda this turn. I want to gain more block first. Time shift 2, sure. Now I'm full blocking, can play you, and not returning bridge, for obvious reasons. And we're getting attacked by Keine once more next turn, because we have 1 more attack plate than skills. But that is absolutely fine, we actually have a lot of defensive capabilities, despite having a Shuriken, not the Kunai. I say as my block is being broken, and so is my buffer. That is not killing her, right? It's 50% increase, so 33 damage. Then I might as well, I guess. Well, actually, you are a status, so I'm guaranteed to... What did I get? A knowledge, okay. Ah. Last card on the deck, of course. Draw 1 card. If I play Wheel of Time, I'm not getting this Retreating Bridge next turn. Or this turn, playable. So... You're not killing yourself from my 3 Thorns, so that's fine. I'll just Returning Bridge you now. Begone, Supreme Judge of Paradise! And the portrait didn't break, nice. And for our troubles, we get God's Realm. Whenever a card is rewound, reduce its cost by 1. Oh god, this is ridiculous in our deck. Oh, and it's not a farm, so its cost decreases. What the fuck? Holy shit, this is powerful. Amaterasu, deal 11 damage whenever you attack this enemy, time shift 1. This is really good for our set up because you want to be in Hakataku form a lot. And knowledge, gain 1 knowledge at the start of a turn, rewind up to 1 card and draw that many cards. 2 knowledge, okay, now it's a lot better. This is decent. But a lot of my cards costing 0. And a lot of them are going to cost 0 from this. And with Returning Bridge having killed an other boss, it should be giving us 2 knowledge and 3 history. It doesn't show that on the card, unfortunately, but I hope it still does it. Let's take God's Realm. I love this kind of effect. Just, yeah, let's make our entire deck cost 0. Runic Pyramid. I have a lot of card draw as is. I could take the Fusion Hammer and just toke all the cards I don't want anymore, like this Last Defend, Reading Scroll. Leisure is decent. Masakado Crisis is free a lot of the time. I'll take the Fusion Hammer. We're just not gonna hit up any rest sites. Okay, what do we have on this act? This is really good, but otherwise we have... Oh god! So on this left party we have 3 elites and 2 rest sites. Or on the right side we have... 1 elite and the rest side. And the Kappa shop though. But I don't value that Kappa shop that highly, I'm sorry. I mean, the right path has a lot more events than the left side. Unless we take this path, but then we also only have 2 elites. Like I said, we can still toke cards from our deck, and we still have to get our last P. Okay, we don't have any no, we start with knowledge. Dang it! You're not even active! And we get the knowledge from Fleeting Thoughts too. Is GHQ Crisis the only card that has Rewind? Huh. Not anymore? Okay, this in theory should give us 2 knowledge and 3 history. It did. Good. Good, yeah. One more card, and then this is free. Can rewind this card. Sweet. Hakutaku to form turn 1. What was that effect? Was that the first time? No, history doesn't do anything on card draw. What? Well, something happened, alright. I probably shouldn't play in God's Realm, though. Ooh, I cannot upgrade it, huh? So it stays at 3 cost. It's fine. We don't absolutely need it being upgraded. I guess it is history. Because I think this is the first time I actually pulled off history. But why did they do it in card draw? Oh, weird. 0? 7 block? Damn, that's good. 4 block on non-upgrade? And it has an upside too, like rewind a card. Like it is just the defensive version of our Learn from Pain. Instead it gives us energy instead of knowledge, but thing is, I don't really need it. I mean, rewind is good now that we have returning bridge. I could take the Mind Cleanse over the Defend, so I can cut that one easier, sure. This is always a worst card, after all. Let's rewind this one. The wall might come in handy later, and this turn was just really bad. No way to sweet talk. That turn just was horrendous. But in turn, now all the cards you put back onto the deck are being made cheaper by 1. If they have a cost to begin with. Like Crimson Knight over here. Sure, I'm gonna draw 1 card by putting you back on the top of the deck. Goodbye. Still not in Hakutaku form, but I can enter it now. What did the card say? It did say this combat. I just had to double check, wait, did it say until played or combat? No, it was combat, alright. Seems a little silly. But I'm not complaining. Oh wait, with Flower Veto. Oh well. I'm gonna pretend that it wasn't enough to kill that one guy. Use you to draw a card, gain an energy. Holy shit. I think Time Flies might finally be worthwhile. Specifically because it has Retain, which means even if we don't need, or if we have no cards in our hand this turn, we can just save it up for another turn. Rewind a card from the discard pile to the top of your draw pile. Huh, interesting. But I don't think we need Recursion too much. Again, none of the good cards. Like, our best card is probably Crimson Knight, and that one has Exhaust. Rewinding cards also makes them all cheaper by 1, so if we have God's Realm up, like, we can't just wait with Time Flies until we have God's Realm, and then just say, okay, this entire hand now costs 0. This is an awkward... you're not as awkward, let's see. Draw a card, nice. Okay. Be gone. I'm currently full blocking, perfect, so I can just put stacked workload on top of the deck and draw more cards. Unfortunately, you are part of it. I'll still play it. There's no reason not to. If I had the ice cream, I guess there would have been a reason not to play a 2-cost that otherwise could become free, but I didn't have it. Ah! Order. Eh. Seriously though, as much as I like God's Realm already, with an effect of reduce cost by 1 this combat, 3 is definitely the right price for it. It should not upgrade to 2 though. It should be a form, it should be ethereal, upgrading to not ethereal instead. I think at least. This, like, upgraded, it's insanely powerful. Since Rewind is one of the major mechanics in this mod. Another Time Flies, one's enough. Time Shift X+2, huh? Neat. But again, no, I don't want Sunrise. Sunrise is... There's only one card that does not want us to be in full moon, and it's Dropped of Time. So I really don't see a reason for wanting Sunrise yet. There might be cards that we just haven't seen that do want Sunrise. But again, I haven't seen them yet. Double shop, dang it! Game! Okay, in that case, let's see our options, I guess. This is the first proper shop that we're in, huh? Deal 12 damage, gain 2 history, which is this one. Rewind, time shift 3, fair enough. Guardian, gain 14 block if you've drawn this card at least twice this combat, deal 10 damage to all enemies. Okay, that's funny. I kind of wish it was twice this turn. I guess Rewind doesn't put it back on top of the deck. Never mind. Yeah, twice this combat is fine. Exhaust your hand. Gain 1 knowledge for each card exhausted. Remove all of the debuffs. Oh. That was also really good. Not what I'd want with a 20 card deck, but it's really good nonetheless. And Tenacity of the Hakutaku. I don't think combats last long enough for these at the start of your turn abilities to matter too much. Tower Assault. It sounds like a tower defense game, which I'm generally not that much of a fan of this genre, so I can't say that I've tried it because of that. Though that said, I also have never heard of it, or if I have, then I forgot about it. I think I'll take this Penapir. Like, more damage is good. Abacus also should be active every 4th turn without playing a single card, with how much card draw we have. It should be active like every 3 turns, but I don't think we need the block. In fact, oops, no. In fact, let's get rid of this Defend Plus. And maybe another Defend Plus that we don't have any. Oh! Sacred Treasure Mirror! The first power you play each combat is played twice. So we have only 2 powers. And both of them are really good for our deck. Why did I cut a card? Now I cannot buy this 3rd power. Yeah, no. I think we fixed our knowledge problem. Yeah, I'm buying this one, definitely. It's a Roblox tower defense. Ah, okay. I know pretty much nothing about Roblox except that I think you can make games in Roblox. That actually kept the names of the characters instead of changing them. Also uses the boss music for each boss depending on the stage and incident. Huh. Not a good potential for the game to get better, like characters evolving. Ah. Okay, that sounds kind of cool. Ooh. I think I'll play Ancient Protection, just... yeah. 8 block anytime we rewind a card, sounds good. Speaking of rewinding. I'm probably not playing you this turn, I could. That was a decent turn, I think. Full blocking and playing tons of powers. Okay, let's see. Crimson Knight. Kazan, I guess. Gold. I may want to try and kill one of these, but they have so much block that I'd rather just focus on Kazan right now. And just gain block off of, like, gain enough block to not take the damage. Rewind you. Okay, it's only one. more knowledge and wisdom. My hand is too full. Oh god, with time flies, or like with any rewind card, we can make Masakado Crisis make us gain energy. Since the card reduction is card cost reduction is permanent. Oh, this is dumb. Can I gain more knowledge before I play my knowledgeable card? I don't think that I can. Never mind, I can. We almost have 10 knowledge. Holy shit. Panup's active. But this one isn't. In that case. Now it is. Rewind. We already full block, so let's just get rid of the block card. That isn't already free to begin with. I have to rewind though. Time flies then. Everything else, that's just draw cards. Rewind you for more damage and being free. Okay, I think at this point we have A, enough block, but more importantly B, we need more card draw. Like cards that literally just say, draw a bajillion cards. Look at fatigue. Oh. I want to take a look at this card here. Draw one less cards for X turns, huh? Okay, that's fair. For X turns, I was expecting it to be just the opposite of knowledge and being permanent. Okay, that makes it reasonable. But look at this hand! This hand costs 1! Wait. Now the hand costs 0. And you're dead. Okay, I don't think we need this one, but I really love the Eternal Feather. Yeah. I don't need Speed Potion, let's draw. Card draw, card draw. Oh, rewind 1, deal 9 damage for each rewind card this turn. This is a lot of damage potentially, I might take this. Draw 1 card. History of the Untrodden. Gain 2 history at the start of a turn, gain a history. I don't think we need any more history. Oh wait, no, history is this one. If I'll take this card, then specifically because the gain 2 history. At the start of a turn is not important enough in our deck. We're killing enemies too fast, so I'd rather just take Mental Outburst. Like, this should easily deal damage 5 times. Maybe not 5 times, but close enough. Newest incident in the tower defense game is to 6. Or no, it's 6 or 5. The first incident was the Scarlet Mist. Makes sense, it's usually like, if people go into things with like, wanting to cover multiple of the main game incidents, it's usually starting with the Scarlet Mist incident, since that is the most... I guess it is the most well-known. It's also the first Windows incident, and nobody cares about PC98. Eco is stupidly strong. For 100 damage at level 5 maximum, which is insane. Only other characters deal maximum 35 at 5. Ooh. I guess she has some... I guess it's tower defense. Does she have less AoE or something? Like, but 100 damage does sound a little powerful. I'm going to play God's Realm. Make these cards free even faster. Speaking of, they're free now. Oh god! And already in Hakataku form too. Oh, what has this deck become? Okay, specifically because of the Sacred Treasures for the 0 cost, but... Oh god. You know, history clearly states whether you draw or rewind a card. I don't know how I missed the draw portion of history. Do I want to rewind? Not. I guess this one. I do need a bit of block so I don't just die. Case in point, I'm gonna chuck this potion here. Oh, neat. Rewind the Scold so I deal more damage? Yeah. Partially having elemental attacks makes sense. She is the... Oh god, what is her actual title? Like the... Magician of the Week, I think? Something like that? Not the Light Potion. Sure. Land of the Rising Sun. I don't think 20% HP is that important anymore. Gain 2 history. If you have no history, gain 3 instead. Yeah. Draw 1. Ooh. I have knowledge, I have some history, and I have Sacred Treasure. This draws us up to 3 cards, hell yeah. One guarantee. Oh no, we're losing a card, everybody. Or are we? I can just play Composure here and have her not eat any of our cards. At the same time, I think Learn from Pain is kind of not that important anymore. Like, sure, it's a 0 cost card, but most of our deck's gonna be 0 cost fairly quickly. I could get rid of Age of Protection, so I'm guaranteed to have my first power plate be God's Realm. I could get rid of Scold. It's weak, sure, but I don't care too much about it. Rather, I think of these cards in my hand here, Learn from Pain is the second least important, Scold is less important. Learn from Pain is really good because I can just use it on Composure and gain 1 energy and a draw off of it because of that. Yeah, let's get rid of Scold. Then Crimson Knight. Oh, whoops. Forgot about the pennant. You're getting shuffled back into the deck. You know, just 150 damage turn 1. It's decent. Jesus, Kate is strong. Although, to be fair, we have no starting cards outside of the non... I guess we have no strike defense in our deck. That's it. Purchase the ability to change your attacks to match the enemy's lungs. It's either wind, fire, earth, or water. But what about sun, moon, and wood? And metal? Rude. Actually, is wind an element in the Japanese elementalist? I don't think it is. Those are almost pretty darn OP. Huh. The starter character of that game is so bad. You get Sunny Milk, who gets a buff on day maps and therefore night maps. Your first and only map is night. What? That sucks. We're in Hakataku form. Let's rewind to you. This is active. Wind up to 1 card, refresh. I think I'm gonna leisure and mind cleanse this reading scroll so it becomes free. God, we need more card draw. And I didn't even have God's Realm up yet, Jesus. I don't think I'll pull... Hey. God's Realm into Time Flies to make our entire deck free. At the same time, I can just kill this turn, so I think I'd rather do that. I say, as I don't actually have enough cards to kill this turn. Never mind, I do. Party's a star element who is good to place at the end of the line. Oh. Oh, there we have our form. Our actual form. Whenever you gain history or knowledge, gain one stack of the other. I gain a lot of knowledge, but not too much history. This is actually really good for me. That said, Amaterasu is also really good. Just stay in Hakutaku form forever at that point. I think staying in Hakutaku is more important since that gives us an energy. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Although I keep forgetting that one has one. 5 cards that want us to be in Hakutaku form, so a quarter of our deck. Let's take Amaterasu then, yeah. Excellent. Even more block. Oh. Potion seller. Please sell us a potion. I think I want to have card draw. And card draw is, in my opinion, the best at 1 cost, so I'll do 1 cost. 0 cost is probably just a cycle, so not too great. 1 or 2 cost. 2 cost might be too expensive unless I specifically have God's Realm up. But I think the potion is an exhaust card regardless, so I'll just make it 1 cost to begin with. And no card draw. Let's get our week back. Draw 2 cards. Walnor. Damage. Enemies become vulnerable by just having block up and us breaking it. But there are enough enemies like the heart that don't even have. At the same time, we have... Where is it? Here, 5 Warden and Crimson Knight. In the worst case scenario, this custom potion would help us break Artifact though. Let's deal some damage. Give the custom card an 8. Turn 1 is the turn where we need extra draw the least usually. So I'll leave it as is. If we could give it retain, I don't remember if the keyword that you get here, the final one, if that's a random one based on your cost or always innate, I don't remember, but I'll leave it as is. Also, it wasn't exhausting. Never mind though. Let's recall here, so I don't forget. You got a Raisin, best girl who works like a sniper. Fair enough. With her ability giving a random debuff to whoever she hits and can only be placed on high areas. Please tell me she shoots, or like she shoots your projectiles by doing a finger gun. What incident was Komachi introduced in? It was in I think Toho 9, yeah, in Phantasmagoria of Flower View. So it's 3 incidents after the Scarlet Mist incident. She does, but she's blocky. Fair enough. That's a lot of damage, though. Draw 3 cards. I guess we're just tanking the 20 damage with our buffer. I mean, that's an option. We can just kill. We don't have to. Not. Like, we don't have to prioritize defense, is what I mean. I don't have to rewind, but I might as well. I mean, I don't have to rewind, but I didn't look at the enemy's HP. When drawn, gain 2 history at the start of next turn, rewind 1 more. Another mental outburst. I think one's enough with our really small deck. Yeah, no. I think the only cards that I'd be adding at this point is specifically card draw. Speaking of, what am I getting rid of? Refresh is technically card draw, even if a bit delayed. I need some damage still. I think it's just Reading Scroll. I don't need its rewind. Like, if I need rewind, I have Time Flies. Its block is not bad, but at the same time... I get enough block off of rewinding? Wait a minute. I have enough rewinding cards otherwise. Be gone, Reading Scroll. Jen has a bad ability of not being able to attack water enemies. I mean, I guess it's in theme. Like, she is a cat, but I hope she has something to make up for it at least. Otherwise, I'm gonna be sad. Poor cat. Speaking of being sad, why are you in my opening hand? Let's Amaterasu. Draw some cards. Nice. Oops, not the card that I thought it was right now. GHQ Crisis, sure, let's get rid of Composure. And Masakata Crisis is free. Sweet. And rewind you. Oh god, right, that's the first power I played, oh no. I need you. Or do I? Do I have card draw here? I do not. In that case, yeah, I want to keep you. Give you weak. So we're hopefully getting enough block. I mean, yeah, we have now. The rewind is not optional here. However, I can just rewind the refreshed if I really wanted to. I guess I do. Alright, I get exhaust. I forgot about the exhaust card portion. Because she does have some possibilities at least, okay. By you saying that you only have some of the characters, I assume that you get them, like that you can either buy them or get them through gacha. So I assume that not all characters are supposed to be equally powerful with that. Which is fair enough, I guess. Can we kill this turn? Maybe. Let's put you on top of the deck. Or somewhere in the deck, at least. This is the turn that never ends. 6 up when the enemy dies. Omamori! Hell yeah! For all those curses that are gonna come up, it's still. Now let's put 2, deal damage to all enemies, Hakutaka form, draw a card. Oh. Scroll Slash is a lot better for our deck than our current AoE, Flower of Veto, I think. Since we have enough knowledgeable. And it draws us a card, but I'm not gonna take it either way. Whatever you rewind to draw a card, trigger once per turn. Why once per turn only? I mean, I guess I know why, because otherwise with this combo it would literally... I would literally just draw my entire deck, but I think I'll still take Scroll Dance. Even with that once per turn restriction. Okay, what card are we cutting this time around? Something that says... You have Time Shift still. Time Shift's still good. Refresh is still card draw. Your damage. Although I might have to cut some damage, honestly. Knowledge Gap, maybe? I don't care too much about zero cost anymore with Gods Realm being here. It makes everything zero cost. Mind Cleanse. Time Flies, pretty good. I guess Mental Outburst can be our, like, big damage card. So we don't necessarily need Masakado Crisis. At the same time, that one has Time Shift as well. Time Shift and Rewind, importantly. So maybe it is Drop Dead of Time that I'm getting rid of. Drop Dead of Time or Knowledge Gap. But Knowledge Gap is only 4 damage, really. But knowledgeable. Yeah, I have a lot of knowledge. Yeah, I'm getting rid of Drop Dead of Time. Now I have no more card from my original deck. Yukari's a mythic, which means she's only limited time. Limited time, yeah. Yeah, not a fan of gacha generally, so that would be one other reason to not even want to try out that game. I don't know, I've played my share of gacha games, by that I mean like 3 of them. I think it was like the Fire Emblem gacha game, Genshin Impact, the big one, and I think one more, but yeah. With all of them it's kind of like, it's fun, but not fun enough for me to want to put money into it. And if you don't, then... Also, wow. Am I just using a Gambler's Brew here? Nah. Okay, preferably we want to be attacked now. If I want to ever try out to Tower Assault, I want to use the codes to get some actual useful characters. Mythic Snow's Repair, like, yeah, usually gacha games have, like, repeats. Get other players, like, to give them the chance to get these characters again, but still. Gacha just isn't my cup of tea. Usually it's also fairly overpriced, but that's another matter. I think I'll just have Vermilia take another 54 damage. Or I can play Stacked Workload and something else? Let's make our card draw free. Ooh. Alright. We're in Hakutaku form, so we gained energy off that. In that case... Oh god, no. I know this is a dumb idea. But what if our entire deck was 0 cost? There's still a pity system. Even with a pity system from, like, Genshin Impact has a pity. Oh, let's not use this card by accident. Like, Genshin Impact also had a pity system, but it's still, like, gacha still expects you to put money in. Otherwise, they would just give you the stuff for free or let you unlock it normally, and usually, at least from my experience, the game design suffers from that. If this game doesn't, then I stand... do I stand corrected? Exceptions confirm the rule, but... I'd rather just unlock stuff regularly. I don't think I need to put anything back on top of my deck, since Flandre gives us 1 time shift whenever we attack her anyway. Let's put you back on top of the... I don't know, you're exhausting anyway. Learn from pain? No. Sure. Oops, no. Rewind to you. Because you're exhausting, because that's what the card said. Same with you. Another refreshed. You're actually rewinding, so... That's card draw, though. I kind of need card draw. I have to rewind? Okay. Draw a card. I don't know how much damage this deals. Oh no. We don't need more knowledge and history from Returning Bridge. Huh. She's actually alive, I'm surprised. You don't have to put money into only if you put want to get mythics fast. That's the thing though. I guess it depends on how fast is. For some games, fast is like you do still have a fairly decent rate of accumulating new characters, in which case it's fine, but with others it's a lot less fast. You're dead. Holy shit, we're almost having like an not OTK, but an infinite deck. We're just missing a tiny bit more card draw. This is ridiculous, Keine. But that's kind of to be expected. When you have a card that just says reduce the cost, even if it's just for this turn, it's usually enabling an OTK. Okay, toking one more time. What is the weakest card here? Fast in less than 30 minutes if you got some money. Huh. That is fast. What is the worst card in our deck? Is it Leisure? I mean, Refreshed is still good, especially since it adds it to our hand. Flower of Edo is damage at least, but it doesn't have any card draw attached to it. It's also our only AoE, but we only have one AoE battle still left. It's also damage, but we've just seen how much damage I'm dealing. I think I'm getting rid of Flower of Edo. Okay, what does the final shop say? Thanks. Vajra is pretty good. This can become free, but it's only a literal block. You could cut another card, but I'm already having trouble cutting cards, so it's not. Yeah, I'll just get the Vajra. Ledger Opener would have also been pretty good since we play a lot of skills each turn, but not enough money to begin with. Pity system is big, so you only want to pull one that costs 10 times to get one free. Huh. For most... I don't remember if the... No, I'm pretty sure the Fire Emblem game also had a pity system, but I don't remember how lenient it was. I know for Genshin Impact, the pity system was 90 pulls, which I think was more lenient than the Fire Emblem one, but I don't remember. All I know is that back in the day I said, oh, 90 pulls, that's actually pretty good. But it still takes forever. Like, if you want to get all the 5 stars, you need to be really lucky and grind out a lot. Or just pay. Like, I didn't pay anything, and I think I got half of the 5 stars, but I also never had any duplicates, and always got the, like, limited event, or not event, but like the banner 5 stars when I played that game, so I was incredibly lucky in that regard. I think that's just what I mean, like... let's draw another card. Currently we're taking 10 damage, because our buffer will prevent the 2 from you. I can play stacked workload to prevent us from taking any damage, and I think that's what I'll do. To be fair, on average you're earning a pull in Genshin like every 3 days. That's also true. Like, you have to save up in Genshin if you don't wanna spend any money in that. And even then you can't get everything, and like I don't know. Gachas just isn't my thing. If I buy a game, okay, to be fair, gacha is usually free. And that's exactly why we get away with that shit. But if I buy whatever a game, I want it to be like complete without spending any more money. And that's just not the case with gacha usually. And why I generally don't like it. But honestly, that just means that I'm not the right audience for it. Or if I'm more cynical, that gacha is just made to siphon money out of people's pockets, but you didn't hear that from me just now. Might as well. Sure. Arknight's Pity is at 100, but it also has a soft you start at 50 and you earn about 5 pulls a week from just normal currency stuff. Yeah, that's a lot faster of a raid. Are we overdrawing if I play Borrowed Treasure here? Let's not. Keine just shreds people right now. Oh god. Draw? More draw, you say? Also, Zero and Exhaust. But, yeah. Zero cost card draw better Exhaust. Upgrades to 4, goodness. That card's insane. Somehow if you pass pull 80, you're super unlucky. I don't know. I feel like either I have really good luck or atrocious luck. No in between. So who knows? Maybe if I played that game, I'd get that. Okay, what do we want to start with? We don't have Tungsten Rod, so I want to play block cards to protect our buffer. Which means... I want to kill the Corrupt Heart with Returning Bridge. I don't care. So let's play you. Let's play this power potion and double up whatever power we're getting from. Okay, that's a good one to double up. Decent, I guess. I start return rewind one card and draw that many cards. Also pretty decent. I think I'll take dual form though. Twice! And enter Hakataka form. Put both of you back on top of the deck? Calculate the odds of hitting full 100 for the 6-star is like winning the lottery jackpot luck. Oh dear. Except in the way that you don't want it. Then I mentioned pulls 95 plus would be failing, and 90%, 92%, 94%, 96%, and 98% roll consecutively. Maybe I'm not that unlucky after all. I don't have any block cards, do I? Now I do. Gain 6 block if you have 1 knowledge. Gain 1 knowledge if you have 3 or less. I do right now. If we want gain 1 knowledge and a wisdom, oh. Retaining block, that sounds good against the heart. Yeah. Now I can Ancient Protection. Passage of Time. Rewind. No, not the burn. I definitely would apply Yamatadas and God's Realm this turn. So Winding Strike, I guess, and you might as well. I'll keep the second revision session, because I'll take buffer damage regardless. So it doesn't matter whether I play this card here or not. Okay. There we go, there's my rewind. Okay. I don't need the revision session right now, so let's get rid of... I want to keep Mental Outburst, but at the same time, getting rid of it means we deal more damage with it if we redraw it, which is highly unlikely. Or it should be enough. And rewind the stays, sure, whatever. Scroll downs. You're currently taking no damage, but can rewind our fleeting thought. Excellent. Draw even more cards, even excellenter. But I'll put it on top of our deck to make it free. And then... possibly break the heart? Rewind a card, sure. Make you free as well. And for each hit we gained 1 more. We're in Hakataka form for 2 more turns. Full moon ends in 2 turns. Goodness. The next incident after the Grim Sleeper Komachiyada is Mountain of Faith. Toho 10. Okay, most of our hand is free. Or unplayable. Nothing in between. If its status occurs, gain a knowledge. And exhausted. Hell yeah, begone wound. This is the most damage, so let's play you. Make some cards. No, not refreshed. I wanna Mind Cleanse to refresh. Plus that where we gain additional energy. Welcome back. Wheel of Time. Don't really need that. Gone Slime. And oh, we have reached Heartbreak. Nice, returning bridges in our next hand. I guess I'll play this. And I don't want to play Wheel of Time to guarantee drawing the... We're drawing an additional 5 cards each turn. I don't think it matters. Oh, I guess I could have drawn into it. My bad. The start of the Moria Shrine Conspiracy arc, which lasted easily like 4 games. All the like, no, the heart! It died from my history. Whoops. Oh well, it happened. This heart is too puny for the power of the History Eater. We have art! Impossible! Of course it had to appear at some point. Nice. But dang, I'm sad I couldn't kill the heart with the special card. Oh well. Yeah, Sanai was a boss in Mountain of Faith. She was the stage 5 boss. Right before Kanako. Highlander, huh. I guess I didn't have any duplicates, which I can't take a look at anymore. Beyond Perfect. Beyond Perfect is usually the sign that a character is incredibly powerful. But I have to say, like, with all the card manipulation, this mod is really fun. Like, lots of card draw, lots of putting cards back on top of the deck. A tutor card. Let's see, what are cards that we missed out on? What? You weren't in the deck. Huh. Are they cut cards or no? Maybe you get them from an event and they didn't code it properly for it not to appear in here? Either way, yeah, better strike defend. I mean, even better yet than better strike defend is not having strike defend, but you know. Yeah, cut or replace, like, how the Vampire Bites replace the strikes. Although these are also just called, they're called differently. But like, them having different art, like all golden, make it seem like it's supposed to be an upgrade over the regular cards. At least to me. Anyway, did we see, or rather did we not see any of these cards here? We've seen that one. Scroll Slash? Yeah, we've seen that one. We saw it upgraded though. Knowledgeable 2 and damage upgrade. Dang, that's a good upgrade. A bit too powerful even. Like generally for upgrades you want to upgrade 3 points per energy. So either 3 damage or 3 block. And like any special ability like card draw or weak and wall, like any debuffs, buffs, or card draw are generally worth like 3 points, kind of. So it's either the damage or a card draw or 1 knowledgeable. At least that's how I handle it. Although knowledgeable might be worth less than 3 points, so... But at that point I probably would have done a like 9 damage knowledgeable 2. I don't know, but that is a really good card to upgrade, regardless. Was Keine very buff? Very buff. Keine, stop eating all that knowledge. You're too buff. Retain deals 10 damage. If this kills the target, gain energy and add a copy of this into your hand. Oh! Okay, that's fun. That's a fun card. Also very powerful for like 10 damage retain. With... It's not even fatal, like it can also... It works on minions being killed. But it's not too powerful, I don't think. Like, it's just powerful enough. I know what it just said about 6 points for a 2-cost card. This spends 5 points for damage and then gains an additional 5 points for vulnerable all of a sudden, because that upgrades by 2. But it has Ethereal and Exhaust, so it's allowed to be a bit stronger. That said, I still think the upgrade shouldn't be that much. Like, the base card should maybe be stronger. And the upgrade be, like, just 6 points regardless. Or maybe 8 points, maybe 9 points because of both of these. But, I think this card is fair with being Ethereal and Exhaust, so... Devour History. Did we see that? Exhaust all non-attack cards in your hand for each exhausted. Gain 4 block, Kakutaka form, and 1 history. Oh. Dang, I'm sad we didn't see that. Or we didn't have it in our deck at the end. Although, against the hard, this would have killed me. Guardian... Rewind up to 2 cards, draw 2 cards, add Fatigue to your hand. Oh. This card can enable an OTK. Kind of. It does add Fatigue to your hand, so you need to have a way to get rid of Fatigue. Still, especially upgraded once it's 3 cards drawn, it can definitely be an OTK. 0 cost, card draw, especially like 3 cards. Yeah, if you have a way to clear out your deck to be less than 10 cards, you can't just keep playing that one. Play a card to get rid of the Fatigue. Then play another, like, second copy of Fading Past, and then you're just, to redraw your other Fading Past, and then you have an OTK. You have to be careful about these, unless you're fine with that, which, if that's what you're gunning for, then that's perfectly fine, too. As long as you're aware of it, is what I mean. But if this is the only 0-cost card draw card that is non-exhausting, then that seems fine, unlike the Joker mod. Whenever you play a card containing history, gain history. This card is super fun. Didn't really work out on our deck, but in general, history seems to be rather low numbers. I was expecting more numbers, which is why I never picked them up. But I guess history is just always like 1 or 2 points. Which is also fair, like... We did a lot of damage to the target at the end with 16 history, but we did have like double 4, so that explains it. Shin Myomaru driving a mech the size of a 40k knight suit. I don't know how big that is, but I hope it is actually inchling size now. Just the image of Shin Myomaru in a, like, really zoomed in, so it seems like she's in a huge mech. Then it zooms out and you see, oh no, she's still just inchling size, so like the size of a shoe. Alright. Gain strength equal to your knowledge. Holy shit! Holy. Why didn't we find that card? That is insanely good. In a knowledge build, which we were. Dang. Gain 1 block and 1 knowledge for each enemy in combat. Nice. Now this mod definitely like heavily invests in the entire rewind mechanic, and I appreciate that. Like, I usually with my mods have 1 or 2 major mechanics and then 2 or 3 side mechanics, and I kind of split my like all my cards around these. But this mod here seems really focused on rewind, and then the buffs just wisdom, knowledge, and history supporting rewind. which that's a perfectly reasonable way to make a mod. It generally does make the mod more powerful because all cards benefit the general design of the mod. Like no matter what you pick, you generally it generally will fit the theme of the deck for the most part. But like with refreshed and stuff, there are still some cards that benefit the deck better than others, depending on what cards you have in your deck. So I think this deck here, this character is actually really well made. And I don't know if I would have had the restraint to make this only trigger once per turn. If you have at least 5 history, draw 2 cards, otherwise gain history. Nice. Enables you to gain history. Ooh. Gain history, or if you already have all your card draw enabled. Not card draw, it's all the damage enabled rather. You get to draw cards to deal damage. Huh. 10 damage even, since you have at least 5 history. So you draw 2 cards, which means you... Yeah. Holy. That's actually really powerful if you look at it like that. Huh. I think that one's a new one. Roughly 6 inches tall, you think. Okay. So it is inchling size. Deal 23 damage. You write up to 3 cards, gain energy for each. Oh boy. Even more infinite energy. Exhaust one. Ooh. Exhaust 1 card, draw 1 card, rewind this card after being played 4 more times, so 5 times in total, I take. Transform this into Reconstruction, this combat when drawn. Choose a card from your exhaust pile, create a copy of it in your hand. Oh, dang, that is quite powerful. Either because you can get cards back that you exhausted earlier because you didn't need them too much, or because it's an actual exhaust card, which are usually really powerful because you can only play them once normally. Huh. Damn. Dual form, definitely shredded the heart. Ephemerality 137. Oh, that's a new keyword. Ignores artifact at the start of your turn. Trigger effects for the owner if they have at least X ephemerality. Gain a week, lose 3 strength this turn, or 7 lose 137 HP. Nest? Okay. Bloomer just walked over my cable again. You. Stupid cable. Or stupid microphone, rather, because any cable does that. Anyway, I'm assuming this is the only card with ephemerality, so if you can play this 7 times, the enemy just dies. If rewound, apply 1 ephemerality to all enemies, so you just want to rewind that constantly, and Jesus. That is really good. Like, that's a build-around card, really. But honestly, with how much you want to put your cards back into your deck with Rewind, like, a lot of the rare cards kind of want you to... Oh dear. Want you to rewind your cards. And in order to redraw them, you want your deck to be small, so... This character just wants a really small deck, is what I'm seeing. History damages all enemies. Oh god. Oh, and upgrades to 1 cost. That's an insanely good upgrade. Although, to be fair, how do you upgrade An effect that just says to all enemies unless you do upgrade the conditional. Which, yeah. Just upgrading the conditional always the risk of you not getting the conditional off. So that's always sad when that happens. Really good card here. God's Realm. Broken card, especially this upgrade. Headbutt! We saw that one. Still not a fan of stun as a mechanic that a character can use, but I think with it exhausting and it being 3 cost, it's fair enough. It is a worse version of Vault. At the same time, Vault doesn't do 35 damage on top. So Keine, okay, what is the reference for this German here? It is proper German, keine Ahnung. It means no clue. But what? Why keine Ahnung? Oh, because there's Keine in the name. God damn it! In my defense, because I'm German, I see keine Ahnung and read it, you know, properly with EI being read as I. So I didn't notice at first that it's a fucking pun of Kaine's name. Do another merchant god, the Pride Month. Oh, you mean Chimata and Toho? Yeah. Add the strongest into your draw pile. Gain 99 of Mega for 9. If rewound, reduce the cost by 3 this combat. That's actually kind of interesting, with also having retained, so you can only get rid of it with rewinding it. But rewinding is really easy to do, so I don't know if this is actually stronger or weaker than Alpha, Beta, Omega. I think this is actually easier because Keine Ahnung, apparently, being 1 cost, you don't have to go through the trouble of playing a 2 cost. With all of them going into the discard pile unless it's upgraded. Oh. Upgraded. But at the same time, you need to rewind the strongest a couple of times. But 99 Omega is really powerful in return. Compared to 50. Although, like, to be fair, double the Omega oftentimes doesn't even make a difference. Let's be real here. A lot of the Rising Sun. But that sunrise, I still haven't seen any cards that really want it to be day or like non-full moon, so that seems like a really, really heavy disadvantage, but 30% max HP is pretty powerful, huh? So I can't even blame it too much. Gain a knowledge at the start of your turn to rewind up to 1. Oh, right. You've seen that? Powerful. Phantasmal Emperor, deal 12 damage to all enemies with knowledgeable. Time shift 4, upgrades to 5. Attack form, deal the damage again. Yeah, that's reasonable. Like a good all-rounder card that goes into a lot of decks. Power of Hakutaku, there's the strength one. I figured it would be a rare card. Strength is just so much more powerful than Dex and like not even knowledge at some point. Stop scaling unless you have a lot of knowledgeable cards, in which case, yeah, no, more knowledge please. Speaking of knowledge. Total Purification. Exhaust your hand, gain 1 knowledge for each card exhausted, remove all your debuffs, I think we've seen that one. And X cost rare, oh dear. Gain 5 block and 1 knowledge. X plus 1 time. Sakutaku form plus 1 additional time. And exhaust. So that one just ramps up your knowledge like crazy. I don't know if I even would want that compared to a lot of the other rares. Like, it's definitely a good card, but a little slow. It's really easy to gain knowledge off of other... Knowledge, not wisdom. Never mind. Oh wait, no, knowledge, not history. God, I don't know why I keep confusing knowledge, wisdom, and history. They're all the same for me. That's my biggest complaint about this mod. Like, all these keywords make sense for Keine, but I don't know. I don't know why I'm confusing knowledge and history. I really shouldn't. They're very different terms. Yeah, what's the upgrade of which card I saw too late? Sorry. Rough traders are nobles who abandon their isles and become a merchant who has more freedom than the average civilian can comprehend. A new 40k game coming called Rough Traders that it's about you playing a rough trader, which is a lot like Mass Effect. Oh, interesting. I haven't actually played Mass Effect. I tried way back in the day to play the first one, I think it was. But my computer couldn't handle it, like the graphics card was really weak back then still. So when I tried it, I mean the game technically was, I could start it, it ran, I could see the graphics and all that, but at some point there was supposed to be some kind of interaction trigger, and that one just didn't load. I was assuming it was my graphics card, but yeah. What do I think Keine gets Aller for furniture for her school? Probably the human village. Like, it is in the human village after all. There's probably some what's that word called in English? Some carpenters, yeah, working there. Oh. Well, keine Ahnung, upgrades to your hand. Oh, maybe I Keine. Oh, what is? Can't you upgrade the strongest actually? If you manage to somehow upgrade this, yeah, no, it's free. Nice, highly appreciated. Keine. Yeah, this mod seems a lot of fun, I have to say. I'm definitely gonna replay that a bit in my off time, and this time I am gonna beat the heart with where are you? Right, Bloomer. I fully agree. There, returning bridge. You've just walked off the table, Bloomer. Why are you meowing at me? Aww. What a pitiable cat, huh? I do have to say, though, the other portion of Returning Bridge is probably better than at least these three. I mean, Slime Boss is insanely good. I wonder if the copy can also gain, or like, put the upgrade on the main Returning Bridge, huh? She hasn't taken a magical catnip yet. What was that about catnip-chan? Huh? You know you're not supposed to eat that. Or sniff that, rather. You know you're getting addicted from it. Do I need to send you to the clinic again? And she just ignores me. Or inhale, yeah. Anyway, next time on when I play, say, the Spire, which might be next time, I don't know, I'll probably play the Mad Scientist, since that's the last one from the mods that I had initially installed. And from then on, like, I have the Astrologer also in here that I've played a couple times. It's actually a fairly difficult one, so I might die. The Avocado. Yep. And then I also have this mod here installed. I don't know anything about it, I don't know why I installed it, but I guess it looked cool, so... So, no Turbo mods for now. Unless I want to put in the Gap Yokai. But I think I would do like that one, get playtested a bit. Or, well, technically that too, but like, reworked a bit, because that one is also a fairly new one. And it's not like I don't have any potentially old ones. I don't, like, I know nothing of... Oi! Don't put a support me link into your character mod! Oi! Maybe I should do that for my next mod. or for the mods that I already have. I didn't even notice that button until just now. Sneaky. Yeah. Although, I don't know if I'm even gonna stream Slay the Spire next time. I might. I might not be. I still want to play Spark the Electric Juster 2 and Blast Master Zero 2 and some Toho fan games that I've had lining up since forever. What I'm getting at is I need to stream more often. But then I cannot code out my gaming projects. Catch 22. No matter what I do, it's not good enough. But yes. I can... For this mod... for this day, rather, I can only recommend playing the Keine mod. It's a lot of fun. Go try it out. Anyway. Thanks for watching. And see you next time. Bye.